All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Steven. I'm Director of Sales with ThriveTracker. I want to thank you guys all for showing up today. Got a lot of really cool stuff to show you. I want to introduce you to one of my very good friends in this industry. His name is Jordan. I met Jordan pretty recently, actually, earlier this year. He talked to me. He said, "Look, I know you're running Thrive. I've been a fan of you guys, but I want you to see what we're working on my side." And I didn't know much else at that point. A couple months later, he got back in touch with me. He's like, "Hey, man, I want you to know how exciting this stuff is on my side." And then a couple months later, he reached out one more time. He's like, "You got to see what we're working on." And at that point, things really started to come together. I'm very excited to share it with you all today. And without further ado, I'd like to bring Jordan on and have him go ahead and give you a little snippet to start off with.
Steven, thank you so much for that great intro. I appreciate you letting me talk to folks from Thrive. So I appreciate that, and I'm gonna have you mute out so that way everyone can hear me. Can everyone hear me? Give me a 1. And okay, I'm gonna get started. Steven, again, I appreciate it. I met Steven and reached out to him. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of Landerbolt. And I reached out to him and I sent a support ticket in, and they thought I was a customer, and I had to work up the chain. And finally, I showed him what we had, and he got so excited. And over the last 2 months, we've built out with Thrive and Thrive's ability to track. We built out something you're going to see today towards the end that no one has done. There might be other people in the world who have agencies, media buying agencies, and done this. I know there's a lot of very experienced folks on the call, but no one that we know of in the world commercially on a SaaS platform has done what I'm about to show you in the next 3 minutes. Everyone ready to see it? Okay. So if you want to start a timer on your phone, I'm going to attempt to do this in under 3 minutes, and I'm going to go very fast. You're probably not going to understand it, but after that, I'm going to break it down. We'll go slow, okay? So right now I'm inside Landerbolt, and I'm inside my dashboard. I'm going to go ahead and open up Ad Intelligence tool, and I'm going to use Ad Anstructs today. So I'm going to go to Anstructs. Okay.
All set, buddy. Good to go.
All right, so let's do this. I'm going to search for belly fat, hit enter in here, and they have over 17 million results. I'm going to randomly pick one. I want an affiliate page, so I'm going to look for one. Here's actually one from Thrive. I can obviously import any page I want, but I'm going to click on that. That looks like a cool landing page. I already have one here that I'm going to try. Now, with live demos, stuff always goes wrong, but I can import it here, or I can go to all the landing pages that this advertiser has, and this is so powerful. You can find all his landing pages and import those in one click to Landerbolt. That's a simple landing page. You can actually view it. I want to do something that's a little bit better. That's just a simple advertorial. I have a favorite in here, so you can go ahead and favorite ads. So I'm going to go to manage favorites, and I favorited a landing page that I really want to show you. So they're using ThriveTracker, and again, Rev Content. So this is the page right here. I haven't seen this page ever, so I wanted to import to Landerbolt. So you click on import to Landerbolt, and right now it's being put into Landerbolt, and Anstructs is actually on the fly taking that page, scraping it, and taking all the data assets, the HTML, CSS, everything, and it is actually pulling that page. So success, import to Landerbolt, and now we have the Landerbolt import page. So I'm going to type in here webinar, live demo, and I'm going to give it a domain. Subdomain is not necessary, I can do that, but I'm going to put some really crazy stuff right here, so that way we'll see it when it's imported. So I'm importing the page. I'm going to go ahead and select offer URL, and I'm going to select Thrive tracking URL. I'm going to click save. Make sure you do it this way, and I'm going to click publish. Once that page is published, I'm going to click Thrive Tracker, and then I'm going to click save one more time, and then I'm going to go back to Thrive, and I'm going to go to my campaigns, and I'm going to click on my campaign right here, and I'm going to click offers and landing pages. I'm going to click the landing pages, and I'm going to click here, and we'll see if it worked. There it is, webinar live demo. So it was instantly imported into Thrive, and then I can hit add selected to rotation, and that is immediately live. Everything's tracking on it, and then I can add offers, and I can go ahead and take this demo offer that we're using, and I can add selected to rotations, and I can find, there it is, webinar live demo. So hit done, and I'm actually testing 30 advertorials in this one. So here's our landing page. We got live from the wild in just a few minutes, and we can test that page, and there's a page. Every outgoing link on that page is going to go to our offer page. So everything is completely automated. The tracking is automated, everything's automated. This page came in great, so this page is now hosted on Landerbolt servers, and we took it from the wild all the way from Landerbolt into Thrive, into our campaigns with no tracking required. All the tracking was automated. So how long did that take? That is in live traffic right now. That page is ready and it's getting traffic. How long did that take? Someone in the chat box, let me know.
And while somebody is populating with time on that, I'm going to go ahead and try and simplify this further. At no point did Jordan actually have to edit any sort of coding whatsoever. There was never a, let me insert this here, let me check through this. All of this was handled by the platform.
So that's really what we're proud of here is the fact that we can get a page from the wild out there, all these landing pages, and I was able to import 30 landing pages into my campaign right here in about an hour, and that's the true power of Landerbolt and Thrive, and with that, the new tracking automation. The new tracking automation is simply the best, and I can always go back and change any of this stuff, and it'll automatically be synced with my account. So I can go to the page editor right here, and I can actually take this page and I can preview it in a desktop device, and I can go ahead and change images, text, make split tests, and then as soon as I make a split test, I can copy the page, I can close it, and then I can come back to my dashboard and then publish that page to Thrive, and as soon as it's published, all the tracking is taken care of, and you never have to worry. This is stress-free tracking. We don't have a name for it yet, but we're probably going to call it either stress-free tracking or some kind of cool name. Maybe you guys can help us. But that is the future, folks, and that is live. It's working right now. It's working awesome. It was rolled out about 3 days ago, and when I showed Steven, he about jumped out of his chair because as you can see right there, some of you probably don't think that this actually works, but here's a live page right here. And we have really fast load speeds. So now I'm going to kind of backtrack, all right? Now you saw how powerful it is and how quickly I can get a live lander tracking everything done with no code editing from the Ad Intelligence tool all the way into Thrive in just 3 minutes. Now, would everyone agree that replaces hours worth of work? If you're doing this traditionally and you have a CDN, an FTP, a DNS provider, you have to manually grab that page from the spy tool, download it, get rid of scripts, replace it scripts. Landerbolt is doing all that for us. All right, so let's move to part 2. In part 2, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to go through every single step slow so that way you guys can use this webinar and set it up yourselves, okay? So is that okay with everyone? No, that part I added the offer to the lander. I think there's a way where I can just take all my landers and add the offer at once, and that would just be even quicker. But because I already have 30 advertorials in this campaign, but let's save questions for the end. Let's go ahead and start from the very beginning. And here's where you're going to start. So I prefer Namecheap to buy my domains. So we're going to start right here. And I'm going to go ahead and buy Thrive Webinar Demo. See if that's available.com. So you're going to start right here. And this is if you're going to start from scratch, you have nothing. And if you're going to write down notes, now would be the time. I'm going to go ahead and search for that. And there's our domain, Thrive Webinar Demo. I'm going to click on that and click Manage. And now we'll go back into Landerbolt and go to the domains dashboard. Now, the whole idea of Landerbolt is you never have to leave your web browser to manage your entire business of landing pages. And we've done it. I showed a full live demo of how to do it in the beginning. And this is our domain dashboard. Now, Landerbolt has a ton of raw power under the hood, and it's kind of like a sleeper car because we designed it to handle millions of clicks per minute, have extremely fast load times faster than any CDN or dedicated server. At the same time, this looks very simple, but it's actually there's so much going on here. Now, the first thing I want you to look at is that there's a Ssl status right here. So we actually do the SSL for you, which is really cool because every website is going to need an SSL going forward. So these are websites that I've added, and what's awesome is in a toggle switch over here, if I make that website inactive, every single landing page will 404. If I turn it on, every single landing page will go back live. And that alone saves a ton of time. So this is one of my favorite features. Even though it looks simple, it's actually very powerful. And Landerbolt is not a landing page builder. We are a brand new class of software called a LMS. Next, we're going to click Add Custom Domain. I'm going to paste in the domain I just bought without anything in front of it, okay? No www or anything. Paste that in. I'm going to click Save. Landerbolt's going to search and see if that domain was purchased. And once it finds that that's a verified domain, I'm going to go ahead and go inside Namecheap. And this is where we get a lot of support tickets, so I'm going to go slow right here. Go down to Name Servers and select Custom DNS. Now, Landerbolt just found that we own that, and all I have to do is copy these two name servers in Custom DNS. So copy the first one and copy the second one. Be sure not to make any errors here. And this is where we get a lot of tickets. It's really hard to find. There's a green check mark here. Click Save. Once you've saved it, it may take 3-5 minutes to take effect. Depends on if you're using GoDaddy or Namecheap or anything. But typically the .coms are very quick. So now that we did that, we can click OK. And on top here, we have our domain that we just added. Now we can add unlimited subdomains, and this is really useful if you're running a lot of different verticals. So I can do one here that says Bitcoin and click Save, and I can add as many subdomains as I want. I can do green tea. I can do flashlight. If you're an e-com guy, pretty much any subdomain I want, I can put in here, and I can also turn these on and off. I can delete them. So the subdomains you can also manage too. So this is the domains management platform inside of Landerbolt. So now I have my new domain, thrivewebinar.demo.com. The SSL is active and it is live, so it is ready to go. Now, I can also use the search function if you have a lot of domains. And that is really cool. If I type in Thrive here, you can see I bought Landerbolt Thrive a few days ago. So I have my 2 Thrives. So this search function up here is also awesome if you have 10, 20, 30 domains and you want to add them to Landerbolt. Now you can actually do that in bulk. If you go to Namecheap, you can select all your domains, and actually you're going to use these 2 name servers are not going to change. So you can go in and with one and take all of your domains and change them to custom DNS. So now we're done with Namecheap. We're going to go back to Landerbolt, and there's more features inside here, but now let's go ahead and go to our dashboard. Now this is a landing page dashboard. This is what you're going to use a lot. You're going to be in here most of the time. So I zoomed in so you guys can see it. Here's the page that I just made. I can click on that page and go to affiliate scripts, and we have the most common scripts that you can just turn on and off with a toggle. This is a back button redirector. I have a time page redirector if you like to use that. Sometimes I like to use that as just a meta refresh. So this is really useful if I just want to do an HTML refresh really quick. I set the time page redirector to 0. We have a timed entry alert, and that's going to be another JavaScript that you can turn on and off. We have vibration, audio, custom scripts in the header for any type of third-party tracking you want, Google Analytics, any other tracking you want. And then we have custom scripts in the body. So you can turn all those on, and you can do those in bulk. Let's say you want to do you have another platform like Volume or something like that, and you have a JavaScript you want to add, or you're using some other type of tracker, you can do that in bulk. So it's a huge time saver. So now we've added our domain. I can do 2 things. I can come in our template section, and I can go ahead and select a template. And the templates are templates, so they're not what's currently on Spy Tools typically. These are templates to start from that you can add in our page editor. So the great thing about these is in pretty much each vertical we have a template that you can use that is, you can modify and make your own. And if you want to import pages yourself, you can go to the blank page and import your page by just pasting your HTML and JavaScript. So that's a little bit more, but we really like to just take pages from the wild from Intelligence Tools. So I'm going to type in Bitcoin now, and I'm going to look for some Bitcoin affiliate pages. And if I want to get trackers, so typically affiliate pages, I'm going to hit trackers and all, and I want to find sites that have been running for about 20 days, about a month, a little bit longer. I'm going to try 30 days because typically if someone's been running an ad for 30 days on a placement, there's a high probability that's going to be a working landing page and an ad. So I'm going to find MGID, Rev Content. Rev Content is an awesome affiliate or native ads network. So I'm going to look for an ad I like. Here's one from Rev Content. So let's go ahead and click on that. And here's a page. I can come over here to landing pages, and these are all the different landing pages that this advertiser is running. So I can import any of these to Landerbolt. Go to our landing page section, and that landing page will actually be inside Thrive. So there it is, Thrive Demo Lotto, and there's the live page. So it imports automatically, and it also updates automatically. So that way you can always stay completely. This is really good if you just want something that works and you don't have to worry about any type of tracking errors. So if I put change here, I change the URL structure. If I do anything and I save that, it's going to automatically stay updated in Thrive. So if I refresh here, it's going to update in Thrive. So there it is, Lotto change. This is really, really helpful if you have a media buyer and then you have a developer, you can fire your developer, and you can have someone in your company who doesn't have to know any tech skills, no code, nothing. This is the simplest, easiest way to get pages live into your tracking account with the automated tracking. So here's the page again. The next thing I'm going to do is come to my campaigns, and I can take my whitelist here, and I can go to my offers and landing pages, and then I'm going to go ahead and add landing page, and I can click on this group, and there it is. There's a page that we just made. I know some of you probably don't believe this is real because it's so new, but this is real, and this is the future of taking care of all of your landing page needs and not having to worry about servers. There's the page, general diet right there. Oh, I'm sorry, there's an offer we're using. So I'm going to add select to rotation, and then I'm going to find my page. Here's the page, and click done. And now that page is ready. And it's in live traffic, ready to go, and it's tracking. So that's kind of a summary of how to go from A all the way to Z and get your landing pages on the cloud, and we do everything. So all you have to do in Landerbolt is have a Landerbolt account and a Thrive account, and then you go to the last step here is integrations. Come down here, Thrive, and you can go to support article and look on the support article, and it's going to show you how to find your keys. So you're going to have an API key, a secret key, a security token, and then with Thrive, they're going to assign you a actual URL for your managed instance. You're just going to copy that and paste all that in and click save. I can delete this if I want. And that's all it takes in a couple minutes, just pasting these keys in here to connect Thrive with Landerbolt and use the new tracking automation feature. So that is how it works, and it is absolutely something that we are really proud of. It's brand new, and if you're looking to get your landing pages in creatives into Thrive quickly, this is something that you're really going to want to try. So, all right, Steven, I'll let you go ahead and take over now, and then we'll do some Q&A.
All right, so first I'm going to have to say it again. I think this is so cool. One thing I do want to throw out there for all you guys that are listening, recently in Thrive, we went ahead and we greatly increased the number of available API requests within accounts. We're now at an incredibly high level. Basically, everybody can go 20 calls per second or more. So if you're worried at all about, how does using Landerbolt affect the rest of my API structure, unless you are an incredibly special case, this is not going to be an issue for you whatsoever. As Jordan showed you, setting up the API connection is very quick, very painless, and this is quite literally the fastest way that I have ever seen of getting multiple pages up and running. And for those of you who aren't the most tech savvy, you don't have to feel at a disadvantage anymore. One thing that would be highlighted at this point is what Jordan just showed you is everything built around the redirection link. And we're aware of that, right? So Thrive has always had the ability, and most trackers do, to support redirection links. But I know a lot of you are saying, well, hey, I work with Facebook or I work with Google Ads and some of these other various platforms for buying traffic that don't like or don't any longer accept redirection links. And I want you to know we're already on top of that. So
Okay, do you want me to show them what's coming, Steven?
I really do, man. I can't hold it in anymore. So let's go ahead and show them what's up.
Okay, so you want to finish talking about redirection links and how that's really where everyone's going?
Yeah, I mean the recent trends. If you have not been living under a rock,
I'm sorry, non-redirect links. That was my mistake.
Right. The recent trends, if you've not been living under a rock, you know that there's been a lot of fuss this year from various places about cookie tracking, redirection links, and similar. Safari has caused some big fuss. Firefox has new news. Google Ads is moving to parallel tracking. All of these different things are coming into play. We've been hard at work on the Thrive side about making sure that we have features to work with these various advancements and new policies from the traffic sources as redirection links kind of move the way of the dinosaurs, right? There are still plenty of traffic sources out there that use redirection links and are happy with them. What's currently here is already going to be ready for that. You're not going to have any issues. But if you're out there and you're using our landing page pixels, our new cookieless landing page pixel, or if you're looking for the parallel tracking update that's coming very soon here for your Google Ads accounts, you're going to want to pay attention to what's coming up next. Jordan, it's your turn, buddy. Let's talk about this.
Okay, so that is the future. Redirect links and campaign URL links are getting banned all the time, and more traffic sources are banning those. So right now, there's a solution to that inside Landerbolt, and that's to click on all of your pages that you want on a domain to not redirect, or just do one. Click on affiliate scripts, and you can paste your landing page pixel right here. Okay, so you can do that right now. I'm not a Thrive expert, so I'm not exactly sure where to get that code, but you can do that right now, and you can write a support ticket in, and we'll walk you through that. You can also pass dynamic variables like city, IP address, state, phone model, and all that stuff you can do with pasting Thrive's pixel in here, and then just direct linking to these pages, and you can direct link to an actual page. So let's, for example, say this would be what an advertiser would look for. I'm sorry, a traffic source would look for. So if you use a template, if I just select thrivewebinardemo.com and I do nothing else, okay, I can type pixel in here, and I do nothing else, it's going to be, this is immediately going to be published. So I click publish, and this is going to be immediately live. So I can go view landing page, and now this is on my root domain. Okay, all I have to do is add the HTTPS in front of it, but this is what you're going to paste into the traffic source and use the pixel in our JavaScript suite. But we want to go further, and we want to automate that just like we automated the campaign URLs. So what's happening is we are in development, and we have a feature coming. And basically, to break this down super simple, your traffic link that you paste in your traffic source is either a campaign redirect URL that you get from your traffic source or your tracker, or it's a direct link to your site without a redirect. And some traffic sources like it to be on your root domain, others that allow you to put them in subfolders, but big traffic sources, I'm not going to name them because I'm not a professional media buyer. They like to just see your landing page on your domain. Now you're wondering, well, how can I split test? We actually have developed a way to do that. It's not ready yet, but us and Landerbolt and Thrive will be the first, just like we were the first to do what you just saw. We're going to be the first to allow you to split test with no redirects. Okay, so how this works is we have ThriveTracker on the left, and Thrive has really fast data-driven decisions because they use a managed instance for you. So essentially, there's other trackers that take all the data and they put it on one server, but Thrive actually they have a server that they manage for you, and it's all managed, so you don't have to do anything, and that way your redirects are faster. But if you want redirects with 0 milliseconds, we can do that with Landerbolt. So Landerbolt helps you get products to market much quicker because of the speed and ease of use. And that gives you a higher return on your ad spend. But the roadblock here is the campaign URL redirects. Because how do you start on traffic without split testing? You got to find a lander that works. Hey, dogs. Sorry about that. My dogs are barking. So
the dogs are very excited, you guys, and for good reason.
Yes. So this is proprietary data. I probably should have sent out NDAs before the call. Right, Spencer? I was going to do that. We were going to actually send out NDAs to all the folks, but this is how it's going to work. So look at my mouse up here. We have Google AdWords. Now this works on any traffic source. And Landerbolt you're going to do the same thing, just have Landerbolt on your domain. And Landerbolt, you can select all the landing pages that you want Landerbolt to actually rotate on that domain with no redirects. We have the technology to do that. Now it's not done yet. It's coming very soon. So Landerbolt will split test that page without redirecting, and it'll actually build the page on the fly. So your user who visits your page goes to your domain and it builds the page and there are no redirects. What happens is Thrive gets that data after the landing page is built, and you get to take advantage of Landerbolt's insanely fast load speeds of 300 milliseconds, 200 milliseconds. So Thrive gets the data back here. Instead, in the previous slide, Thrive got the data in the beginning. So it speeds everything up, and you can run on these massive mainstream sources that don't allow redirects, and you can split test. So at the end of the day, you're going to get more return on your ad spend. You're going to eliminate being banned from sources that don't allow redirects and redirect links, and you're going to be able to split test and actually figure out what page is working the best using that landing page pixel. So that's what's coming.
And one more thing on that topic. So a lot of you will know that Thrive has been trying to figure out this particular functionality for quite some time. And we've been public about it, like, hey, look, we're developing what we can do next year. Well, here's the issue with that. Without directly hosting the landing pages on Thrive's side and having such an incredible infrastructure like what Landerbolt has produced on their side, we would not be able to do this. The fact is, Landerbolt's team, Jordan and Brett and his team, these guys have gone ahead and made this possible already. Now, Thrive can focus on what we're really good at, which is tracking. Landerbolt is really good at landing page creation, landing page management, split testing, all of these portions of it. And that's where we come back to pairing the two together. That's the purpose of having you guys join us on this webinar, showing you in real time what this looks like, and really hoping that you see what we see in this scenario.
If you can see the vision, and if you've had the light bulb moment, if you have not had the light bulb moment, then
then we need to talk. Come talk to me afterwards, and we'll talk further.
Because I try to do the best way to explain that, but we don't have much time. I don't want this to go over an hour, but we have a founders discount for everyone who's on the webinar today, for being on the webinar until tomorrow night, until Friday night, because we don't want to do this for everyone. All the automated tracking with the everything that we're going to do with the automated tracking, which we've already done, which is through the campaign URLs and automating that, and then automating the JavaScript on page, allowing you to pass redirect tokens, and the split testing without a redirect. So that's coming soon. Okay, it's not done yet, but we're working on it. Now that plan is going to be $497 per month, and if all that did was replace your CDN and save you 10 hours a week, would it be worth it for $497 a month to replace 10 hours a week of your time? Or your developer, fire your developer for $497? Would it be worth that?
If you have a developer for less than $500 a month, I'd also like to talk to you because that person might be useful someday.
Okay, so we, as a founding member, we want to do something really special because this is something that's very special with Thrive. And Thrive is so easy to work with, and we love Thrive so much. They're just cool people. They're really cool people, and we're cool people. But what Thrive does the best is they take massive action quickly, and they're on the cutting edge. They're one of only a handful, very small handful of trackers that actually have updated the technology to have your cloud hosting on an instance where they manage it, and that's just the beginning of how current they are. So Landerbolt went out and said, let's find the most powerful tracker and let's work with the most powerful tracker and do all these integrations that we just had in our imagination. You know, and when we had these in our imagination, we knew we could build them. And after the proof of concept, we know we can build them, and then we go ahead and take action and we implement. So we have a track record of implementing these tools, and you just saw the first one, these integrations. So for everyone who's on the call today until Friday, what we're gonna do is we have a 297 plan, and that does not come with integrations. The integration you saw today and the future integrations that we're going to do with direct linking, okay, with no redirects. So to get a $200 discount, we're going to give everyone Landerbolt Professional Plus, which has all the tracking features. That's our highest plan, for the same price as Landerbolt Pro. So for $297 per month, we're going to grandfather you in as a founder, because the technology is not developed yet. It will be right. It's in this staging phase right now. It will be rolled out in a few weeks. I can't promise an exact date, but as a founder, we're going to give you a $200 per month discount. Okay. So the way to do that is you're going to need a Thrive account, and Thrive has a free trial. And most of you folks are already from Thrive, so you'll have an account. You're going to go to landerbolt.com and make sure you watch exactly how to do this to get your discount. Go to landerbolt.com, and then you're going to want to go ahead and select the Landerbolt 497 with the advanced tracking. And once you do that, you're going to have to verify your email, and it's a $0 charge. So you're going to see that plan. So sign up for that plan for $497. You will not be charged $497. You're only going to be charged. It's just going to verify your card and then charge you $297 per month for life. So take advantage of that. That's the biggest discount we've ever given to anyone. But we really wanted to celebrate this integration and this brand new technology that no one has invented. No one's done this, and we're the first to do it. Thrive and Landerbolt are the first to do it. So after that, after you're gone to Landerbolt, make sure you pick the 497 plan. You won't be charged with that. It's just a $0 credit card authorization, and then you'll be charged $297 in an hour, or as soon as the system is going to charge you $297 per month. So you're going to get $200 discount for life.
Understand we give a 14-day free trial. That means everybody plays for free to start. I encourage you really seriously take a look at Cloud Pro as a starting point. I realize it is a little bit more expensive than the basic, but you get a whole lot more for your money in there. You get 5 times the volume for clicks. You get the support of our geo redirect and bot filter functionality. We're also throwing in some other new things in there as well. I've already mentioned the incredible amount of API ability that we've thrown in there. That Cloud Pro is one of our best values. Obviously, Cloud Entrepreneur is the most popular. If you're first starting out, you may not want to spend $375 a month. I totally get that. I do think that the Cloud Pro is probably going to be your best bet. It is an incredible value on the market right now. Very simply, everything that Jordan just showed you about how Landerbolt works is the idea that you don't have to work very hard to do it, right? Same setup on the Self Pro versus Cloud Pro or similar plans. If you really want to do it all yourself, you can do Self Pro, and that's fine.
But
I encourage you to do it if that's what you like. But I really encourage most of you, go cloud. It's easier, much more painless. You have far less to do during your day. Spend more of your time marketing and making money versus managing your overall processes. Go cloud. It's a far better value.
And that is a full affiliate, your full affiliate business, all the tools you need for $700 a month. So if all that did for you was save, 10 hours or 5 hours of your time, got rid of your CDN, got rid of your VPS, your virtual private server, got rid of you having to manually scrape landing pages, do coding, get a developer to do coding for you, or simply the tracking alone. The stress of knowing that your tracking is always going to work, right? That alone is worth the 700 a month for these 3 tools. Would you agree, everyone?
When Jordan first showed this to me, like I said, it was about a month ago. We were still very new into everything we were going to do in this integration. At this point, it's already expanded by 5-fold, and we're looking, like we said earlier, at some other really cool developments in our integrations. It is the future. It is by far the coolest thing I've seen that can be paired up with an affiliate tracker for media buyers. I mean, I've never seen anything like this otherwise. So I'm, like I said at the beginning of this call, I'm so excited to bring this to all of you. I'm so excited to hear about your successes with it and empower you guys to be even better at what you do so well.
Awesome. All right, we went over time. That usually happens because we get so pumped up about this, but we have about 3 minutes for questions. Does anyone have any questions for us? Newbie question: can we personalize landing pages with various tokens? Yes. City, state, etc. You can do all of that. Just write in a support ticket to us, and Brett, the co-founder, he will actually show you. It's a little script you have to put in your page, and he can show you how to do that. And then you just have to insert those. He can give you he can actually go inside your landing page and do it for you, and then show you how to do that. So you can do that with Landerbolt, absolutely. It's not built into Landerbolt yet, but it will be. And you'll be grandfathered into that because that's our top plan. And if you go ahead and take advantage of that, of Landerbolt Pro Plus, you'll have that. And the way we're gonna automate it is you'll be able to, in our page editor, just simply click on city, state, and drag that over. So it's a good question. Will the webinar be available to watch? I'm not sure I caught everything. Yes, we'll send out a replay to you. You're welcome. You're welcome. We're getting a lot of people who are buying right now. Looks great. Okay, anything else?
Last call.
Last call. Okay, Dan, yes. Right into support for that. So for Dan, go ahead and send a support ticket.
Jordan, what's Dan's question?
It's something I don't want to say out loud. He has a corner case that a lot of folks may not have.
Okay.
I'm going to have him write into support. Support at landerbolts.com is how to reach. I'm gonna copy that. That's how to reach us, and we'll get back to you right away. And Stephen, what's the best way to reach Thrive quickly for support?
Support at ThriveTracker.com.
All one word?
Correct.
Okay, I put that in the chat box too. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and end the call because we have campaigns to run as well. And I hope everyone loved it, and you're gonna love the new features that are coming in the next few weeks. I can't wait till they're ready. And as soon as those features are ready, we'll go ahead and email you and notify you, and you can go inside your account, refresh your account, and you'll be able to use the 2 new Landerbolt automated tracking features with Thrive. So other than that, it was a pleasure talking to you folks. Stephen, again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk with the Thrive community. And it would be a pleasure if I could do that again. when we roll out the next iteration of this. So that would be awesome.